All right, everybody, here we go. It is me, Gregory Mannarino. Yeah, it's me, and it's early, and I'm tired, but we got work to do. So it is Wednesday, May 15th, 2020. The first thing I want to say here is this. Over the past 4 days, three Federal Reserve presidents, Mester, Kaplan, and Kashkari, have come forward urging Congress and the Treasury to borrow more from the Federal Reserve. Look, the Federal Reserve right now is, without any doubt, public enemy number one. They've been public enemy number one for a very, very, very long time. And they are more than happy, the Federal Reserve, to keep buying everything, to keep issuing debt in any amount. Something has to be done here to restrain the Federal Reserve. We have to stop allowing the Federal Reserve to buy it all. But no one wants to do a damn thing about it. I mean, we got a president here calling for negative rates, which would make the Fed happier than any institution in the world. Why? How does the Federal Reserve keep rates negative? By printing cash out of thin air and buying all the debt. This started under Obama, and it's gone crazy under this guy. Now, look, I'm not beating up on the president here because a lot of you think I am. I'm just stating a fact. We need leadership that will keep an out-of-control Federal Reserve in check. You understand? I'm not saying it's going to happen under a Biden presidency or any other president, but this mechanism is dangerous. We the people are allowing a non-government entity, the Federal Reserve, with no oversight. They can do whatever they want, whenever they want, to run wild. And all we got, is calls for more debt. Let's stimulate more. Let's do this. Let's do that. We got three Fed presidents just in the past 4 days saying, okay, Congress, we have more cash for you. Why don't you disperse it? Okay, Treasury, why don't you borrow more from us? We're willing to give you anything you need. This is crazy, in my opinion here. Debt is not the solution. Allowing the Federal Reserve to take over the freaking world here is not the solution. But that's all we're getting. More debt, more debt, more debt, more debt. Again, why? To feed the debt bubble monster and create slaves around the freaking world. That's all this is. And look, I know I'm going off the deep end here, but I think a lot of you out here feel exactly the same way. Could you imagine Fed President Mester, Fed President Kaplan, Fed President Kashkari saying, hey, we got more cash. You want some? Just ask for it. Drives me nuts. All right, let's talk about this market. So yesterday we had a sell-off here. I don't know how many of you recall me explaining to you several days ago that this market needed to burn some off. We had an April that went pretty much straight up. And we've gone pretty much straight up this entire month so far. We're almost 2 weeks into this month. We needed the market to burn off. The market fell 450 something points yesterday. We need to burn off a little more here, in my opinion. Why? Because again, watch how the market works. We went up through April, up through this month. We need to give back a little bit, and then we'll get another run higher. That's how the markets work. Either we need to burn off a little bit more, or the market needs to consolidate a little bit for another move up. Look, the market's going up. I don't care what you might think. The market is going up because of easy money, just like I covered, from the Federal Reserve, who's buying the freaking world. They are literally being allowed to buy the world. And it gets worse than that. Again, we all know they're funneling trillions of dollars around the world to central banks everywhere. And what are they doing? They're buying assets with dollars created out of thin air. It sounds like a science fiction movie, but this is a takeover on a global scale by non-government entities, central banks, and you can't make this stuff up if you tried. All right, so right now, stock futures are higher, pointing towards a triple-digit gain for the Dow. Crude oil is about flat. Metals are about flat. The dollar index is slightly lower. Cryptocurrencies are catching a bid. Bitcoin's back over 9,000. I told you how Bitcoin should play out. I want to see Bitcoin break out above 10,000 again. I believe it will. Pull back to 10,000, and that's your buy point. If you want to buy more Bitcoin, that's what I plan on doing. And if you subscribe to my newsletter, link in the description of this video, you will know that. I will tell all of you what I'm doing. All right, so with that said, I hope this video makes sense to you. Where we are, what's going on here. The Federal Reserve is in absolute control. They are running the world. They are willing to lend and buy everything. Of course they are. Could you imagine that they're being allowed, not only allowed to do this, they're being called on to do more. It's outrageous in my view that we are allowing a central bank to do what they're doing right here. I tell you, this is not going to be a good ending. It's not going to end well for people as central banks literally take over the earth. All right, I'm out of here. Love you all. Please share the video. I'll see you at the end of the day.